What's good, everybody? It's the Clown with Cav Show. Really some big news for the Indianapolis Colts. I am so excited for the future. Yes, they got Carson Wentz. I think this is a huge pickup. I think Carson Wentz has a little bit more potential than your boy Andrew Luck. I really think that. I really do, and here's why. I think Carson Wentz, his IQ to the game, similar to Andrew Luck, was spectacular, was off the charts. We have to understand, with Carson Wentz over in Philadelphia, got drafted in Philadelphia, first round, second overall pick. I mean, obviously he's legit. He's good, right? But I think his time in Philly was definitely some up and downs. Yes, he won a Super Bowl, but he wasn't the starter then. He got hurt prior to that. Look, dude, I mean, obviously last year was not a good year for Carson Wentz in Philadelphia, okay? He got sacked 179 times in his whole time there in Philadelphia. So to me, that is too much. Last year, he got sacked 32 times, dude. I mean, dude, that's too much as a quarterback. I mean, that's like, dude, that is completely insane. And that's telling us, look, Philadelphia's offensive line, they did not help whatsoever. And I think Carson Wentz coming to Indianapolis is really great because Indianapolis, yes, they do have a solid line. And looking back in the playoffs against Buffalo, if we had Carson Wentz instead of Phillip Rivers, I really do think we would have won that game. You know, we had it on first and goal, and we got no points. I think Carson Wentz, his ability to run as well is really sneaky, dude. It really is. I love it, dude. This is huge. I mean, can the Indianapolis Colts be Super Bowl contenders? Absolutely. You're adding Carson Wentz. I'm talking, he can really scramble. He can extend the play. But, you know, what makes Carson Wentz great is his ability to throw the ball in the pocket. His ability to feel the pressure behind him. I love this, dude. I mean, this is great. I mean, he comes from a small college in North Dakota State. We get that. Look, his time in Philly was short-lived. He had 9 comebacks. He had 10 game-winning drives. That's what Carson Wentz did in Philly. Obviously, it didn't work out. He had some success, like I said, in 2018. But look, dude, I think this is great for the Colts. I mean, the Colts, yes, they give up a 2021 third-round pick and a 2022 second-round pick. So to me, it's really, in the past, looking at the Indianapolis Colts, we saw that, dude, their draft, I mean, honestly, it's been really bad. And seriously, historically, you know, we see them draft, like, certain receivers where it's like, dude, we could have used a backup quarterback. We could have used an offensive lineman or a defensive player even. And yet they're still drafting these sorry receivers. I don't get it. So to me, the Colts are doing the right move. You know, and for one time, I'm going to give a shout out to Jim Irsay for really making the right move. Here, I mean, this is great for the Colts. If you're an Indianapolis Colts fan right now, you guys should be jumping in your boots about this. This is huge. And I get it. You know, last year, Carson Wentz, he had 16 touchdowns and 15 interceptions. That's a lot. But we have to understand, dude, pressure's on Carson Wentz in Philly, dude. I mean, every play was, hey, he's getting touched, dude, almost every single play. I mean, you're not going to last a long time in the NFL doing that. You're not, dude. You're not going to. So to me, going to the Indianapolis Colts is great for Carson Wentz. He fits the system. He fits the style. He really does. I mean, obviously, I really thought, you know, the Colts should have went after Cam Newton or somebody else a couple years ago. But this has been years in the making. I mean, this is late. You know, we got Phillip Rivers when we got him. Look, at the end of his career, and we knew that, hey, Phillip Rivers was not going to win us a Super Bowl. I knew that since day one. But really, I'm telling this from the bottom of my heart right now, in my mind, is saying, look, dude, Carson Wentz, he's a game changer for the Colts. He can really get us over the hump. I kind of like Carson Wentz a little bit better than Andrew Luck, dude. He's really smart, dude. He is. He is. It sounds crazy, right? It really does. I mean, obviously, the Colts, they still have a couple of years, I believe, till they get to the Super Bowl. But will they get to the Super Bowl? Absolutely, with Carson Wentz. I believe that 100% that they will get to the Super Bowl with Carson Wentz. Now, the whole thing is, will they win with Carson Wentz? Will they be able to upset and win a Super Bowl like Peyton Manning did back in the day, back in 2008? Obviously, you know, that's been a long time, over a decade ago. This has been years in the making for the Colts. And I think the Colts, what they need to do, keep beefing up their offensive line. And obviously, their defense needs to continue to get better and better. And also their special teams as well. But to me, this is huge. I mean, this offseason, this NFL offseason is going to be big. I mean, right? I mean, there's going to be a lot of trades where we're going to be like, what's going on? You know, what's going to happen with Tampa Bay? Are they going to sign Antonio Brown? Are they going to try to get some pieces? I think for the Indianapolis Colts, what they need to do is really add a couple of extra receivers here. Maybe go after Odell Beckham. Why not? What do you have to lose? Sign Odell to a 1 or 2 year deal here. If Odell will be able to do that, opt out of Cleveland. I do think, we could use some superstar receivers here for Carson Wentz. We really could. We could use some defensive players as well. So I think the Colts really need to attack this offseason here. This is huge, dude. I'm not saying this because I'm a diehard Indianapolis Colts fan. I'm saying this because this could really be a reality here. The Colts could really win a Super Bowl with Carson Wentz, dude. He's legit. Even when he came out of North Dakota State, I get it, that's a small college, but once he came in the league at Philly, dude, he played well. He did. Obviously, the offensive line, I'm not just going to blame the offensive line and the coaching staff, blah, blah, blah. We can make all excuses we want. The reality is Carson Wentz, he's in a new place right now, in a new system, and I think this is great. I do. I think, for the Colts, this is the best news we got in so long, dude. I mean, obviously, since Andrew Luck, everybody was on Andrew Luck. I wasn't sold on Andrew Luck completely. I just didn't think he had the mindset to win a Super Bowl. Andrew Luck was that guy to, give you a high five after a big hit or something. Like, come on, really? We're competing here. There's no high fives. There's no nice guy here in the NFL, dude. This is a contact sport, and so to me, it was just like I never saw Andrew Luck being that guy. I really didn't. Even when the Colts drafted him, I said, man, I don't know. This is definitely a question mark to me. And we saw what happened. It was short-lived with Andrew Luck. To me, it was just like, man, it sucked. But, we moved past that. We got over that. Now Carson Wentz is in Indy, bro. I love this. This is huge. And I think if the offensive line protects Carson Wentz, not just this year in 2021, moving into the future, I really do believe the Colts can get over that hump. They can win, dude. They can beat the Buffalo Bills. They can beat the Houston Texans in the playoffs. Could they even beat the Kansas City Chiefs? That's the big question, right? But Carson Wentz, he adds that. He has that factor. He has that it factor. He has that leadership factor. And I get it. A lot of people are like, Cap, he had a horrible season last year in Philly. 15 picks. Only 16 touchdowns. I mean, what more do you have to do? A lot of people were saying, hey, Cap, I'd rather have Jameis Winston. Really? You'd rather have Jameis Winston, a.k.a. Crab Fingers, over Carson Wentz? You guys are crazy if you think that. You guys are smoking crack if you really think that Jameis Crab Fingers Winston is better than Carson Wentz. Absolutely not. He's not. I'd say Carson Wentz this year, you guys mark my words, he'll be a top 10 quarterback this year in the league. No doubt. He might even be a top 5 quarterback. I know that's pushing it. People are like, Cap, you're capping right now. Who's saying he's a top 5 quarterback? He will be. You mark my words, Carson Wentz will be on the map this year, dude. He really will, dude. I mean, the Colts really didn't give up too much. Yes, they give up a couple draft picks. I get that, but historically, looking at the Colts, it was like, who are they drafting? What's Jim Irsay? What new pills is Jim Irsay popping now? That's what my thing is, but right now, hats off to Jim Irsay and the Indianapolis Colts getting this done. Getting Carson Wentz, this is huge. And I'm hearing sources that a lot of people didn't even want Carson Wentz. To me, that's ignorant, dude. The system he was in was not, to me, Philly wasn't the answer for Carson Wentz. It just didn't match, right? It just didn't click. It never did. But look, dude, like I said, last year, Carson Wentz got sacked 32 times. I mean, that's too much. And I think him going to the Indianapolis Colts, that's not going to happen. He's not going to get sacked 32 times in Indy. And if he does, we can expect Carson to request a trade if that happens. But I don't think that's going to happen because the Colts have a better offensive line, than the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, Philadelphia Eagles, one of the worst offensive lines in the league, dude. So to me, I'm not going to make excuses for Carson Wentz. He's a Super Bowl champion. Obviously didn't win it as he started. He was hurt. He's still a champion, right? But I want to see Carson Wentz lead his team. I do. I want to see him lead the Colts. Let's make the playoffs like we did last year. Okay, let's make the playoffs this coming up season. Okay, that's goal number 1. Make the playoffs. Then goal number 2 is to run deep in the playoffs, obviously, right? But I think really we have to understand the division. Our division, it's getting stronger, right? Obviously New England, Miami, those guys, whatever. But I think for our division, like the Houston Texans, they're going to get weak now. Getting rid of Deshaun Watson and J.J. Watt, they're going to be weak. Then we got the Tennessee Titans. Yes, they'll probably be our biggest rival right now. Yes, they got a lot of players coming back. They had a great season with Derrick Henry and company, the best running back in the NFL. No doubt, right? No doubt about it. But this is for the Colts right now. This is huge, dude. I like Carson Wentz. Really, I like Carson Wentz over a lot of quarterbacks in the league where you guys would be like, yo, Cap, what? You would choose him over this guy? Seriously, I'm telling you what. I'd take Carson Wentz over Ryan Tannehill in Tennessee. I really would. I really would. Now, I wouldn't take Russell Wilson. I would definitely take Russell Wilson over Wentz right now. But I would say Russell Wilson and Wentz, they both have almost the same talent-wise, right? They have the talent to really run deep. Russell Wilson, a champion as well. Should be a 2-time Super Bowl champion. But to me, it's just like, Carson Wentz, he will be. You guys mark my words right now. He will be a top 10 quarterback this year coming in. This is great, dude. This is great for the offseason, but I think, the Colts need to do some more moves as well. Like I said, maybe get Odell. Get somebody. Get another receiver for Carson Wentz. I get it. For T.Y. Hilton, T.Y.'s going to be excited for this, dude. Seriously, if I'm T.Y., I'm jumping in my shoes like, yes, I finally got a decent quarterback coming to nap, dude. Seriously, I've had to catch the ball from Jacoby Brissett and Phillip Rivers. Dude, and then prior to that, Andrew Luck, which was fun-lived, right? But it really wasn't a long time with Andrew Luck's time in Indy. It really wasn't. It was short-lived. It was like less than a college career. It was just one of them things where it's like, dude, he's been hurt here and there. But the Colts, they got to protect Carson Wentz. That's their first job. 101 is protect Carson Wentz. Because we saw what happened to Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck kept getting hit all the time. Andrew Luck was super smart, IQ off the charts. He said, you know what? Instead of taking hits, I'm done. I'm going to retire. And that's what he did. I mean, Colts fan, we were all shocked. I was shocked, including myself, because the year prior, Andrew Luck got comeback player of the year. So to me, it was just like, what? Andrew Luck's going to retire, hang it up? And a lot of Colts fans rubbed him the wrong way. They didn't like that. But I think, this right here is just the icing on the cake. It really is. Carson Wentz can get you guys over that hump. He really can. He's a big-time player. Like I said, 10 comeback winning drives in Philly. Dude, we can't make that up. And he wasn't in Philly for a long time. So to me, this is great, dude. I'm so excited for the Indianapolis Colts. This is kind of like we hit the lottery. I mean, obviously, it's not the same as getting paid.